Hi guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or hello and welcome. If you are brand new here, my name is Chloe Swift. I'm a professional hairstylist and hair care expert, and in today's video we are finally delving in to the brand new ghd Sculpt. This is ghd's most recent flat iron hair straightener release. It is now the most premium flat iron that they retail. So yeah, we're gonna be diving into it, using it, testing it, reviewing it. I'll be giving you all of the inside scoop and all of the details, the product features about it, and hopefully give you a better idea as to whether it's worth the purchase. So let's get into it. Very quick backstory for those of you who might not know, I actually used to work for ghd full-time. I was their global educator. We used to test the products continuously. They're always looking to improve upon something that's already excellent, which is a very hard job. And the team work years in advance. So I actually left my role there about 3-4 years ago now, I want to say, to pursue what I'm doing now full-time. But the reason why I bring that up is because I actually know nothing about this tool now. So everything that's been developed with this tool or tested has been since my time working there. My first impressions of this tool, it looks something completely different to any of the other ghd flat irons that we've ever seen before. You can just see the look of it. It looks so much more like futuristic in a way. The style and the design is very cool. So let's start off first of all with the guard that kind of keeps the plates held together. Look at that. So it's hard plastic for a start, but then it has got like these kind of smoother silicone grips on the inside, so it's not just going to fall off. Because actually years ago ghd did do a hard plastic guard, but it just slipped off. It stays on quite nicely, and then this is what the flat iron looks like. So it kind of goes in here, and then it's much slimmer here to hold. Then really interestingly, plates extend further, even though this kind of opens up like a duck beak. So I guess the hair is never technically going to pass over these pieces of the plate. Maybe that's just a really cool design feature. And then the button is more of an oval shape this time. And the ghd Sculpt comes in either black or white, so I'm quite pleased I've got the black one, even though I love the white. But with kind of producty hands and how much product I use, the white can sometimes get a little bit dirty and sticky. So yeah, it's probably a good idea that I've got the black. Okay, so let's turn her on. Oh, okay, that is a brand new noise and brand new sound. I was wondering if it would have a new sound. The heat up time is 20 seconds, which is actually the same as the Kronos, which was kind of the most premium flat iron. There we go. It's up to temperature already with just that little beep. And then same as the Kronos, we've got that little light feature. This doesn't necessarily do anything. It just shows you that the tool is on, and it's just a nice little design feature. But similar to the Kronos and the Platinum Plus, you have this wishbone hinge feature, which means instead of one plate meeting the other, both plates are able to move at the same time and meet one another. So it's just got perfect symmetry when the plates close and when it glides and moves down on the hair. Let's get stuck in and let's use her. First section, I've taken about middle of the ear, and then I'm going in with one of my all-time favorite products that I would absolutely recommend for everyone if you are styling dry hair. This is the Paul Mitchell Hot Off the Press. It is a heat protectant aerosol spray. Super easy, you literally just use it like that. Okay, I think, not that this section's too chunky, but I think I'm gonna split that into two because I do want to alternate the direction of these curls and create more of like a beachy textured look. So we're gonna hold our flat iron, holding it upside down, holding it in the opposite hand to the side that you want to style. Close, do one full turn, and then we are gliding down the hair. I'm focusing on gliding and pulling down towards the floor because I want a nice loose look. Look at that. It's actually very bouncy and very defined. Oh my god, that's like the perfect curl. Now I'm just going to take this section next to it. Same technique again, but I'm just changing the direction. So this time I'm pulling it towards the mirror and towards my face. One full turn and then gliding down to the floor. Okay, first observations. The hair is so shiny. Those curls are so bouncy. And that's me gliding down and kind of aiming for a looser curl. They're so bouncy. Also, the outside of the stylus is a different material. How can I explain it? Whereas before, I think the Kronos, the Platinum Plus, it kind of had this matte texture on the outside. This feels a lot more smooth and shiny, and honestly I feel like that's making a big difference with how easy the hair is kind of gliding, not only through the plaits, obviously gliding through the plaits, it's like gliding through like butter, but how the hair has to obviously pass over here as well, it's just gliding and slipping off. And yeah, they just feel so lightweight and kind of agile to use. Really great. Let's move on to this side and we're gonna repeat the same again. So heat protection again, splitting into two. Now I'm just gonna hold Sculpt in my opposite hand into the root, close the plates, one full turn, and we're gliding down. It's literally just gliding through. So easy, I can't even tell you. I mean, I'm sure you can see it, but the perfect curl. Same again, but we'll just go in the opposite direction towards the mirror. Oh, I left a little bit out there actually. Let me just do that bit on its own. So impressed, guys. I mean, I knew I would be because I obviously love the ghd tools. I loved the Platinum Plus, I loved the Chronos, and you think, how can it get any better? And somehow they do manage to do it. On my next sections, let's go quicker, because that's kind of the whole point of these flat irons and these straighteners. And I was going quite slow on those first ones, and you can see how tight it is, but because I do want that looser curl look, let's focus on moving a bit quicker. And actually this is a bit more of a thicker, deeper section. Heat protection again. This is a very wide section. I'll split it into three, but it's like deeper section, as I mentioned. So when you are curling with a straightener, if you move really slowly, you are going to get a tighter curl result because you're leaving the heat on the hair for a longer amount of time. Whereas if you move quicker, you'll get a looser result. So let's definitely go a little bit quicker. So in, turn, glide, swoop down nice and quick. Again, section next to it, in, turn, towards the face, glide. Yep, perfect. This is definitely a chunkier section near the back here. So let's have a look at this. Turn, glide. Some fell out there, but I think that was me. I think it was definitely just too wide, this section. Let's go again. In, turn, glide, focusing on going quite quick. Look, that's really quite a big chunky curl, and it's just gliding and moving through the hair with ease, even when I'm using it really quite quickly. As I'm working through these next sections, let's actually delve into a little bit of the product tech and features and what exactly makes the ghd Sculpt different, what's new. So the technology with the new ghd Sculpt is called ghd Heat Adapt technology. I've seen that it's caused a little bit of controversy online because everyone's saying, oh, well, ghd are known for being 185, they've always preached that temperature, and now they're suddenly changing. Guys, I promise you, it isn't a sudden change at all in messaging. And the flat irons, the stylers, they still work at 185, but the ghd Heat Adapt technology essentially means, and I know this because when I went to the kind of the launch dinner, I spoke to some very high up people at ghd who were able to confirm exactly what that messaging means. So the new technology uses AI to learn your styling habits, your hair type, and it's able to then adapt to give you personalized results. So it is absolutely not suddenly going to drop to like 120 degrees Celsius, 160 degrees Celsius. It isn't changing temperature like that. When they're talking about heat adapt technology, we're talking like a couple of degrees. It might go up a couple of degrees, say if you are styling quickly, because obviously if you're working quicker, it just needs a bit more power and a bit more heat. If you've got really thick hair or a chunky section, it's also probably just going to turn up the notch just a couple of degrees either side of their bespoke 185 temperature. If you have got super fine or bleached hair, again, the plates will be able to detect this and it might just knock you down a couple of degrees. The reason why they are exactly and precisely 185 degrees Celsius, like where has that 5 come from? The 5 degrees Celsius is that allowance for when your cold hair actually touches touches the hot plates, there's so much physics and kind of science behind it, but when the cold hair touches the hot plates and there's that instant kind of like condensation in a way and kind of the moisture evaporating, that is where that 5 degrees is accounted for. So really the actual temperature which is landing on your hair is 180 degrees Celsius. So everything that this flat iron and this styler is doing, it's still very much to the core values of ghd and playing within those safe zone temperatures. And the safe zone temperatures, for those of you who don't know, I guess I just know this inside out because that was a huge part of my job. I would educate this to kind of stylists, consumers globally. Your safe zone temperatures, you do not want to be using temperatures of 190 and above frequently on your hair, and ideally any temperatures of 160 and below are just proven to not hold your style long enough, so it won't give you that longevity. Your style will drop either that day or the next day. And again, 160 and below is just not hot or strong enough to completely seal that cuticle closed, so you won't see the shine like you're getting here, and of course you won't get that perfect polished straight look. So again, with your lower temperatures, 160 and below, you'll find with consumer behavior, you are going over that piece of hair, that section, way more than once. So ultimately you're actually applying even more heat than if you just went in at around the 180 mark in the first place. So I hope that helps to explain what the ghd heat adapt technology is. And then of course you've got the sensors within the plates. That's what makes the ghd stylers just so clever. They have a multitude of sensors between both plates that are constantly kind of speaking and interacting with one another. This is how Platinum Plus and Chronos also work, but they are also able to detect how fast you're gliding, how quick you're styling, how thick the section is. So not only with Sculpt is it able to dial up a couple of degrees either side, but the analogy that I was always taught when I was educating exactly how the other stylers work is, say a car going up a hill. A car's going up a hill at 60 miles per hour, but the higher it gets up the hill, the more on the incline it's getting to, you're going to need more power. You're going to need your foot on the gas even to maintain at that same 60 miles per hour. And that is what the sensors are doing. They are monitoring how quick you're working, how slow you're working, and they're able to then adapt and keep the temperature solid and stable, which is where a lot of other straighteners, flat irons, they're not clever enough to be able to do this. You'll find with the temperature it's kind of peaking and troughing throughout, and that's where then you'll get like inconsistencies with your curls and your hair. The plates are ultra gloss coated, which is the same coating as you will find on the ghd Chronos, and that has been proven to give your hair 90% more shine, and that is versus just your naturally air dried hair. And I think we can all agree, I mean, the shine on these already is incredible. I've actually just looked up on the website this kind of plate design that I was talking about earlier. It's actually called the Super Slim Infinity Plate. So it's a waterfall edge which is designed to guide the hair into the styler with ease, allowing you to perfect close to root styling and zero snagging. So yeah, this should help you guide in the hair more easily, which actually I can see why when you're actually trying to hook the hair in, if the flat iron had these kind of real curved rounded edges, you might not just be able to get the hair in there. Super Slim Infinity Plate, that one's called. The waterfall edge is what that bit's called. You've got a 2-year warranty with these flat irons, so I always recommend anyone buying a ghd tool, you have a look at the wire. On the wire you have got that silver sticky label. Have a look on there, and each styler will have its own unique code. Go onto the ghd website, register your warranty. That is just so that if anything does happen to your tool within those 2 years, you will be able to contact ghd and get a replacement. Hope you can agree, but I have gone through that super quickly, all of this hair. These also have a 10-minute sleep mode, meaning that when these are on the side and not being used, the flat irons can actually tell when they're not being used and moved about. So after just 10 minutes, they will automatically switch off and go into sleep mode, which I think is a lifesaver because you'd rather your straighteners turned off sooner rather than later. And they also have universal voltage, so you could take them anywhere around the world, and just as long as you've got your plug adapter, you do not need to worry about these not working. Okay, I'm just going to go over the fringe. Just going to pull that down. Just a couple times, blending everything into then the curls. So just going to kick that back, kick that back. My hair is feeling so soft today. Obviously I'm going to link this one below, the Hot Off the Press and the ghd Sculpt, but I will also be linking below just the products that I applied in my hair before I dried it, because yeah, it's feeling so soft and silky today, which is what we love. I'm sure we're all done. Let's turn her off. I love the sounds that it makes. Just sounds very like futuristic. So before you are going to go and comb these curls out, dress them out, you do need to wait to fully cool. So ideally 10-20 minutes, really depends how thick your hair is. So take that time to make a little cup of tea, sort your makeup out, get dressed, whatever. My favorite dressing out tip. You're going to grab a wide tooth comb. This is actually the ghd one. It's just a classic. I love it so much. Mixed with some hairspray. This is the brand new Olaplex hairspray. I will try and find the link below, but it's literally just come out, so I was struggling to find the link. It is so great and it smells amazing. So you're going to spray hairspray onto a wide tooth comb, and then we are combing through. Now the reason why we do this is because you're actually coating hairspray through the hair, so this stops those kind of flyaways, any static. You can see as I'm combing, there's no static hair at all. And you can see how those curls are literally just popping into place where they should be. So obviously I've gone for a looser curl look because I just want more of a soft curl, more of like a wave type shape, and then that's why I was aiming the flat iron down as well. But yeah, you can see how running the comb through is not making the hair drop at all. It's just spread all of those curls out, stop them kind of forming into little clumps. I think the average person would not look at that and think those curls were created with straighteners. It looks like a curling iron, doesn't it? Look at that. That's crazy. And that's even going for a loose look. Like, imagine if I used it kind of horizontally and was pulling it up and out. Like, imagine how tight and bouncy those curls would be. So I cannot tell you how soft my hair is, which is not always the case. You know, sometimes, I don't know if you've ever felt it, but if you do curl with the straightener, it can sometimes, I don't know, maybe it just depends on what you've used on the hair prior, but it can sometimes feel a little bit dry, and my hair is not dry at all. Super soft, silky, shiny. I'm so impressed. And you know what, the only thing I am actually going to do, I'm just going to turn them back on and actually just smooth out the very ends a little bit. Just where, to be honest, just for me, done the ends a little bit too bouncy. Just want to smooth those out just a little bit. That's better. Yeah, perfect. I feel like that feels a bit more me. And then I do like to take hairspray and just kind of smooth over any shorter bits at the top here, even though I don't think I really have any sticky up flyaway pieces. And let's just spray our fringe into place. And there we go. What do we think, guys? Are you as impressed as me? This is definitely gonna have to be my flat iron of choice from the off now. Like, just so good. And for those of you who watch my videos regularly, you might know I like to finish with a little bit of oil in my hair. This might be the first time I'm gonna say this. I don't need to finish with oil in my hair today. I think you can tell it's just so nice as it is. It feels soft, silky, shiny. The curls are sitting so nice as they are. I'm gonna leave it as it is. So we have discussed the new features, the new tech, exactly what that new ghd Heat Adapt technology is. I think the only thing we have not yet discussed is the price. So the recommended retail price here in the UK is £369, or if you're in the US, $449. Now obviously it goes without saying that is a super premium price point, but it is a super premium hair tool. I think this is the tool for you if you love to know that you have got the best of the best, the highest quality premium hair tools, if you are super invested in the hair health and the quality of your hair. And also, being completely honest, it's pretty much just in line with other hair tools on the market, where some of us are happy to spend like $700 on the Dyson Airwrap, for example. So yes, it's a premium price point, but I do think we have to remember with the ghd stylers, and that is why they call them stylers, they do so much more than just straighten the hair. They curl, they wave. A lot that goes in behind the product development of these tools is just how versatile they are. ghd want you to be able to create so many different styles with their flat irons. They are not just for straightening, so bear that in mind. There's so much that you can do with the tools, and yeah, hopefully you guys can see with the results and just my experience using it today, I am super impressed, and it does get a thumbs up for me, and I would recommend the styler. But also I'm completely aware that it just might not be for everyone because of the price point, and that is absolutely okay. That's why ghd offers so many other different stylers you can pick depending on your budget, your hair type. And also, let's please not forget, I love Kronos. I absolutely still love the Platinum Plus styler. Like, they were pinnacles, they were the go-tos in my kit, and now I just find it so hard to believe that ghd can somehow keep topping it and bringing out better versions, but they somehow manage it. And that is it for me today, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you learned something new. Hopefully this has helped advise you whether the ghd Sculpt is worth a new purchase, whether it's worth an upgrade. As per usual, if you like this video, if you learned anything new, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe because I bring you videos like this every single week. If you do subscribe, I'll be seeing you next week for another one of my hair videos. Bye guys.